Permit me quickly to use the opportunity to bring in an eminent personality here, a man that many of us know so well, in the person of Professor, we're talking about Professor Bart Nnaji, who is the Chairman Board of Advisors, Nkata Ndi Iyom. I think I did see the professor here before. Okay, yes, we indeed is here. Professor, please, can you kindly unmute yourself and thank you very much. Thank you, Prof. You're welcome.
Thank you. Good day, everyone. On behalf of the members of the advisory board of Nkata Ndi Iyom Igbo, I welcome all of you to this inaugural conference of our very distinguished women. I join in thanking our very distinguished senator and brother, Senator Enyinnaya Baribe, for agreeing to be our keynote speaker today. We salute you. I congratulate the board of trustees and the leadership of Nkata Ndi Iyom Igbo for their vision and confidence in establishing this organization and nurturing it to this level to become a global voice for teaming Igbo women of achievement in the world. Earlier this week, I was a guest at the launch of a publication titled Making Africa's Population an Asset, produced by Africa Progress Group and chaired by our former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. The report provided performance indices for a variety of issues for all African countries on how to turn our fast-growing population from burden to asset. They have performance indices for such items as out-of-school rate, unemployment rate, average food production, health expenditure, literacy rate, food insecurity, availability of rural electricity, child marriage, adolescent fertility rate, women empowerment, girl-child education, and so on, all of which you know concern our women and of course our men. One of my key take-homes from the report, even though it did not dwell on it, is that about 50% of our population that we desire to turn into assets is women. If we look at the projected total population of the world by 2050, it would have grown from the current 7.7 billion to 9.7 billion. Africa, however, would have grown from its current population of 1.338 billion to 2.2 billion. So during this period, Africa's population would have grown at double the rate of the whole world. Although the population growth is not evenly distributed in Nigeria, it is fair to assume that the population of Igbo land will grow somewhere between the world population growth rates and that of Africa. This would easily put Igbo land in a population of about 70 million people by 2050. Half of this figure, that is 35 million, will be women. That is, if we do not get dragged into a civil war that will reduce the population of our men. Ensuring that we do not get into unnecessary conflict with our neighbors and ourselves can significantly be achieved by having capable women who, by their basic nature, normally advocate peaceful coexistence. But this can only happen if these women are part of governance, leadership, and development. This is why the topic of today's inaugural conference, enhancing women participation and partnership in governance and development is quite apt. Just imagine that this population of 35 million Igbo women alone is bigger than the population of most West African countries, except for Nigeria. That is, each of the West African countries would not measure up to the population of our women. Empowering them using performance indices advocated by the Africa Progress Group will greatly position our women for leadership in our world, where they can partner effectively with men in solving societal problems, improving our society to compete with strength in the world. Imagine a future where our men and women achieve literacy rate of 100%, and the young women are encouraged to be educated to hold employment other than only aspiring to be wives and mothers. It is a known fact that educated women are capable of making better choices, are better able to make better choices about childbearing, thereby curbing uncontrollable explosive population growth and significantly reducing poverty in families because they are more empowered to fend for their children. The challenge in advocating, say, delayed childbearing for women is that it further exacerbates uneven population growth in Nigeria. We can cure this problem by ensuring that all girl children are educated in such a way that they can start their childbearing as soon as they complete their tertiary education or whatever God allows them and their capability to achieve. This would ensure that the region is not deprived of being competitive in manageable population growth and simultaneously is able to compete with the developed world in professional advancement by being a first-rate literate society where women and men contribute together to advance development. In summary, I believe that the Igbo society is primed to achieve a goal of a near 100% literacy rate by 2050 and be a society where our women are part of creating an industrialized society where unemployment is significantly low, the GDP growth is high, and women are part of leadership in the political arena, on corporate boards, and in community governance. SAREDEC, the Southeast Region Economic Development Company, will be happy to welcome NNII as partner in some of SAREDEC's initiatives. And this is the sort of partnership that we are talking about. We have even started that journey by working with Nkata Ndi Iyom Igbo in some other ways. We want to encourage members of Nkata Ndi Iyom Igbo to gather the courage and position themselves to be the primary advocacy group for women and become strong partners with our men in governance, leadership, and development in such a way that they can be a counterbalance to the Apex Igbo organization, which is primarily led by men. Thanks, and have a very productive conference. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Bart Nnaji. Once more, we've had the speech and the address by Professor Bart Nnaji. He is the Executive Officer, Geometrics Power Limited, and many of you will know him as the past Minister of Power and former Presidential Task Force on Power sometime around 2010 and 2011, former Special Advisor to President on Power. Again, obviously listening to him, you would understand what it means to say in Igbo, Naudima Ije Akwukwo. Professor, it is my honor to have you here today. Now,